A very good evening to all of you. So, continuing our tradition of having this charcha episodes on Quants, LRDI, and VARC, I'm back with Quant charcha episode now, and it's 40 days remaining for the real cat 2024. तो क्या बोलते हैं, कुर्सी की पेटी बांध लो, तूफान आने वाला है. So this is the correct stage at which all of us are right now. So every year by this time I become very emotional, because I've been doing this for the last 11 years. It seems like, an era is about to end, but at the very same time, another era is about to start, isn't it? The era of full throttle preparation. These 40 days can make or break your entire future, isn't it? So you need to go. You need to give it all of you that you have, all of it, isn't it? So welcome to this episode of 40-day strategy for cat. So more than this 40-day strategy, we'll be discussing. I'm here to. I won't be teaching. ना मैं क्वांट पढ़ाऊँगा, ना मैं LRDI पढ़ाऊँगा, ना VARC पढ़ाऊँगा. मैं सिर्फ आप लोगों से बात करूँगा. कुछ भी बात आपके दिमाग में आ रही है, क्वेरी आ रही है, डिप्रेस फील कर रहे हो, कोई स्ट्रेटजी चाहिए किसी एक टॉपिक के लिए, हम क्वांट की बात करेंगे आज, किसी सेक्शन, किसी स्पेसिफिक कॉन्सेप्ट के बारे में, इस तरह की चीज़ें आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे. और आखिर हमें करना क्या है आखिर के 40 दिनों में, ये हम बात डिस्कस करेंगे. तो स्टार्ट विथ द स्ट्रैटेजी for CAT 2024, the last 40 days. So how is everyone? Tell me in the comments, be quick. Only Ramu is there. Ramu, good evening. What about others? So the queries at this time, I'm not sure how many of you haven't started solving mock yet, because I have seen some people and they keep on messaging me, right, that still I have attempted only one mock or two mocks, because in the first mock itself I got a very bad score and that demotivated me. So should I go back and revise everything, all the classes, all the concepts? These are common queries. But overall, among all the queries that I have got till now, these three queries are the most important and most, I would say, frequent. First is, I have not completed my syllabus. Should I start mocks? है ना? So I'll tell you what, completing the syllabus for CAT is impossible, isn't it? Because there is no prescribed syllabus. जो चीज़ है ही नहीं, उसे पूरा कैसे कर सकते हो? है कि नहीं? है ना? भगवान से नहीं मिले, भूत को नहीं देखा, है या नहीं पता नहीं. सेम CAT के साथ भी ऐसे ही कुछ है. चलो क्वांट का सिलेबस फिर भी हम हल्का बता देते हैं, बट बाकी जो सेक्शंस हैं पता ही नहीं है. Nobody knows what they're going to ask, isn't it? Right? So सिलेबस पता ही नहीं है, तो कितना भी आप कर लो, आपको हमेशा लगेगा कुछ तो बच ही गया है, कुछ 1% बचा हुआ है. तो वो सुना है, मैथमेटिक्स में एक टर्म कहलाता है लिमिट टेंडिंग टू इन्फिनिटी, isn't it? When something tends to infinity. So you'll always feel that you have done everything, still something is left. Every new question you see, every new concept that you come across, you feel यार मैंने तैयार नहीं किया था, कहीं ये पढ़ाया तो नहीं गया, या मैं छूट तो नहीं गया, या बुक्स तो नहीं देखी मैंने. तो ये सारी चीज़ें आपको हमेशा लगती रहेंगी. इस पर बात करूँगा मैं. पहले कुछ क्वेरीज आ गई हैं, एक बार देख लेता हूँ. अमन, आई एम डूइंग गुड, हाउ आर यू? BNI done with around 30 mocks, average score 4650, and I get 9 free mock, I got 42. That's a good score. Just try to increase it by 10 to 20 marks. Kanksha, I have completed syllabus, but I feel like I don't remember anything. Yes, exactly. Why? Infinite, है ना? And hence I get single-digit marks in mocks. Oh, seriously? You mean it's like for combined all sections? Okay, how to increase this? Akanksha, BNI, I read your query. I'll just tell you how to do that. चौधरी वंश, हिंदी पढ़ा दिया करो. हिंदी तो कैट में आती ही नहीं है. अच्छा, हिंदी में पढ़ा दिया करो. ओके, ठीक है. मैं दोनों भाषा बोलूँगा. बहुत से लोग ऐसे हैं जो हिंदी नहीं जानते, तो आई ट्राई टू मिक्स एंड मैच बोथ द लैंग्वेजेस. फिलोसफी तो पक्का है, आर्ट भी शायद. कंप्लीट सिलेबस, लॉस्ट फोकस, हाउ टू प्रैक्टिस, कॉन्स्टेंसी लर्निंग, कौन सी ऑल्थन रिपोर्ट सोर्सेज शुड बी ओके. स्कोर आने का क्या कारण, कम स्कोर आने का क्या कारण है इन क्वांट्स. चलो ठीक है. देखो जो आप लोग क्वेरी है एग्जैक्टली वही लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे. पहला ये है कि सिलेबस कंप्लीट तो नहीं हुआ, क्या मॉक स्टार्ट करूँ. अब ज़्यादातर लोगों का तो हो चुका है, तो मॉक स्कोर्स इंप्रूव ही नहीं कर रहे. उसके बाद मैं बताऊँगा मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स टू कवर. वैसे इस बारे में शायद आप पहले से आइडिया है ऑलरेडी, पर थोड़ा सा मैं और डीप डाइव करके और फोकस्ड हो जाऊँगा. तो इंस्टेड ऑफ टेलिंग यू ऑल द टॉपिक्स ऑफ अरिथमेटिक एंड अलजेब्रा एंड ज्योमेट्री, आई विल गिव यू वेरी स्पेसिफिक थिंग्स विच आर वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि जो मैं चीज़ें यहाँ पे बहुत स्पेसिफिक नहीं बोलूँगा वो छोड़ देना है, ऐसा नहीं है, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. लेकिन जो मैं बताऊँगा उसको पूरा करना ही करना है. ठीक है, चलो तो शुरू करते हैं. ओके, तो सबसे पहला वाला, सिलेबस आपका कंप्लीट कभी नहीं होगा, छोड़ दो, मॉक स्टार्ट कर दो. और अब तक आपको आइडियली 10 मॉक्स तो कर लेने चाहिए थे. काफ़ी लोगों ने कर भी लिए हैं. तो आते हैं सेकंड क्वेरी पे, विच इज़ नाउ आई थिंक मोस्ट रेलेवेंट क्वेरी. मॉक्स आर स्कोर्स आर नॉट इम्प्रूविंग. इम्प्रूव क्यों नहीं हो रहे हैं इस पर बात करते हैं. तो स्ट्रैटेजी आप क्या लगाते हो. देखो मैंने आमतौर पर लोगों को देखा है 3 तरह की स्ट्रैटेजी लगाते हैं वो लोग, 3 टाइप की. क्वांट की स्पेसिफिकली बात कर रहा हूँ. शाम आई एम ग्रेट, हाउ आर यू. ठीक है, तो पहला जो फर्स्ट स्ट्रैटेजी विच पीपल यूज व्हाइल सॉल्विंग अटेम्प्टिंग मॉक्स इस दुनिया में हर किसी ने ना परसेंटेज और रेशियोज पढ़े हुए हैं और हर दिन इस चीज़ को फील भी करते हैं, है ना. एवरी डे यू टेंड टू कैलकुलेट परसेंटेजेस, रेशियोज, इजंट इट. तो आप सोचते हो कि यार इन दोनों बातों को मैं अच्छे से जानता हूँ या जानती हूँ, तो एरिथमेटिक तो मैं पूरा करूँगा ही करूँगा. ठीक है, और उसका सोचते हो अलजेब्रा तो बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट है, आया ठीक है, नहीं आया तो क्या ही करेंगे, है ना. एंड द सेम इज द केस विद ज्योमेट्री. और जो बाकी चीज़ें जो बची हैं जैसे प्रोबेबिलिटी, पीएनसी, नंबर्स, वो तो वैसे ही डब्बा गोल है ना. सिर्फ ये चीज़ ऐसी जहाँ पे थोड़ा सा कॉन्फिडेंस है. क्या ऐसा है, ऐसा होता है. या हरीश राज, आई यूज बोथ द लैंग्वेजेस. आशिमा क्वेरी आपका देखता हूं मैं. ठीक है, वेल LRDI 98, VARC 83, Quants 25. Okay, Simar, I'll tell you. So, does that happen to you also that you are going for arithmetic only? तो होता क्या है, जो मैंने देखा है लोगों को, 22 क्वेश्चंस हैं, they will look at something which has got percentage और ratio, उसको करना शुरू कर देंगे, है ना. That happens, isn't it? कि परसेंटेज हो गया, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस हो गया, डिस्काउंट के क्वेश्चंस हो गए, ये कर लेंगे, SICI हो गया, इसको भी कर लेंगे, TST हो गया, इसको भी बाद में अटेम्प्ट कर लेंगे, और टाइम एंड वर्क भी, और थोड़ा बहुत एवरेज भी कर लेंगे. हुआ ठीक है, नहीं हुआ तो कोई बात नहीं. और प्रॉब्लम क्या होती है, द मोमेंट यू डू 2 क्वेश्चंस, पहला क्वेश्चन शायद जल्दी हो जाए, सेकेंड क्वेश्चन में टाइम लगता है बहुत ज़्यादा. जो सवाल होना चाहिए 2 मिनट में वो बन जाता है 10 मिनट का. The moment you look at the clock, it says 12 minutes are over and you start panicking. वो पैनिक होते ही पूरा पेपर खराब हो जाएगा. उसके बाद शायद 3-4 सवाल और कर पाओ, सही हो गलत तो पता नहीं चलता. This is the most common strategy which I have seen across all the CAT aspirants, isn't it? Kalyani, yeah, I'll tell you the most important topics. Third query वही आएगी. I'll tell you exactly what should be done. आशिमा, MBA पर जॉब अच्छी मिल जाती, बिल्कुल मिलती है, तभी तो हम कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, ओके. तो दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्ट्रैटेजी एंड दिस स्ट्रैटेजी हैज ऑलरेडी फ्लॉप्ड. इट्स अ बिग नो. ऑल ऑफ यू हैव गॉट इट बाय नाउ दैट दिस स्ट्रैटेजी इज ऑलरेडी अ फ्लॉप, इजंट इट. द स्ट्रैटेजी हैज फ्लॉप्ड. छोड़ दो ये करना. क्या करना चाहिए वो बताता हूँ मैं. अच्छा, फिर एक और स्ट्रैटेजी है, सेकेंड स्ट्रैटेजी इज दिस. व्हेन पीपल think that whichever question has less number of words, I will do that. Be it from arithmetic, be it from algebra or geometry or whatever. कम शब्द हैं तो पढ़ने में कम टाइम लगेगा, तो सॉल्व जल्दी कर लूंगा या कर लूंगी. That is second strategy, isn't it? You do that, tell me, yes or no? Right? When do all of it, you realize that in the end, you're able to solve only 5 to 7 correct questions and 3 to 4 wrong हो जाते हैं. Right? That is what happens in second strategy. There's something. So how many of you have followed this strategy? Okay, Luffy, देखते हैं. I'll tell you. और ये करने के बाद the moment you go to analysis part, when you look at all the solutions, you realize कि यार बहुत सारे सवाल ऐसे थे मैं देखे ही नहीं. मैं देखता कर लेता. क्यों नहीं देखे? कि बहुत सारे वर्ड्स थे. मुझे लगा इतने वर्ड्स कौन पढ़ेगा? There are so many words. Let's leave it. Let's skip it. And in the end, when you analyze, you feel that okay, there's something which I knew, but I could not do. Isn't it? That happens. So there are two very common strategies which people are following, and they have been following since ages. Well, the third strategy is something which I have told. So the students who have been taught by me, they are following this strategy. For some of them, it is working. For some, it's not working because one size doesn't fit all, isn't it? And that strategy is going in rounds. All right, in rounds. So round one, and this strategy assumes that you have gone through the most important units, that is arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. So this strategy का assumption क्या है कि ये तीन चीजें सबको आती होंगी. Okay. So here, in round one, what I have been telling, that you do all the algebra questions. So there will be 7 to 8 algebra questions, and you look at the question, try to attempt it. In algebra, there are so many shortcut techniques which I have been discussing in the classes. One of it is induction. Other is putting in the values in the options itself, if there are options. Theta hai to baat alag hai, right? So this is something which has been working for some people. Assuming that they know algebra in and out. आता ही नहीं फिर तो प्रॉब्लम होगी, फिर तो स्ट्रेटेजी काम अपने आप ही नहीं करेगी, है ना? Akanksha, I told you 7 to 8 questions. So this way you will go from question number 1 to question number 22. So in this strategy you will be not wasting any time. 7 से 8 सवाल करोगे और मान लेते हैं क्वेश्चन स्किप करने में 1 second extra. So you will be kind of spending only 16 to 20 seconds extra in skipping the questions that you're not doing, which are not of algebra. So now round 2 starts from the end, that is question 22 to question 1. अब reverse में आओगे. In this you will look at the questions which have less number of words. Why I said less number of words? The reason is simple, because you will be able to realize quickly whether you have to solve this question, attempt this question or not. Isn't it? Is that understood? Less number of words जरूरी attempt करना है. ये इसलिए भी है कि आप समझ जाओगे क्वेश्चन करना है कि नहीं करना. तो the moment you read the question, it will take you 10 to 20 seconds. You will realize within first 30 seconds that you have to do it or not do it. Let's say in this less number of words in the questions which are of either arithmetic or anything except geometry. Algebra is done, arithmetic or anything except geometry. There can be numbers, PNC, etc. So here you will be able to attempt 4 to 5 questions. Okay, and by this time you will realize that 30 minutes have gone. And in these 30 minutes you would have solved 8 to 9 questions correctly. Again, assumption is that you know these things in and out. All right. Ravi, oh, seriously, that's great. Okay, Shunshang, that's okay. iCAT is looking difficult, then SimCAT, it's okay. See, all the institutes tend to balance all the mocks. It's not about just one particular institute. Everyone in the market, they understand their work, right? So they tend to, give you different kind of permutations and combinations. It can be difficult, moderate, easy. So it keeps on changing every time. Then comes round number 3, which is a score maximizer round. Score maximizer round. So in this, you will read the questions which have lot of words. Majorly, it can be from the topics time, speed and distance and time and work, right? Lot of words. बचे कितने टाइम है? 10 मिनट बचा है. यहाँ पे तुम्हें केवल 3 सवाल करने हैं, बस. That's it. So in the end, by the end, you'll be doing around 12 questions. correctly. The moment you do 12 questions correctly, you would have crossed 98th percentile at least. At least, even if the paper is easy. If it's difficult, you would have crossed 99th percentile for sure. This is a strategy which I have been following for years, and the people who are following it, I think 70% of people are getting benefited from this strategy. 70% of them. Now I'll talk about the 30% of people who are not getting any benefit from this strategy. Okay, that is strategy number 4, which should be followed in the last 40 days. Ready for that? But before doing that strategy, let me look at the queries. I'll just answer that. Well, आकांक्षा क्वेरी बता दी है. आशिमा, yes of course, पैकेज अच्छा मिलता है MBA के बाद. Okay. Utsav, really curious, I should pay for online course or go offline. Utsav, that all depends on your interest and where are you staying. If you are staying in a place where a lot of friends are there who are going in a similar batch, then you're going to go for offline. If you are looking for a pan-India competition, like across India people are there in a single batch, then I think online will be a better suited option for you. All right, Utsav? Akanksha, yeah, 8 to 9 questions from algebra. Navanil, algebra is op, yeah, of course. Mocks में हुआ है ये सर बहुत बार. Time of analysis 6 questions, exactly wheel of it. Any text on theta question Quants? Akanksha, yeah, I'll tell that. Mocks was remaining range of 60 70. How do you 9 to 100? Okay, guys, I'll tell you. इस साल ठीक है. यही करता हूँ, बेस्ट काम करते हैं नवनील. Exactly. In mocks, you get time to time educate more question, but for most of them have to leave the solution midway. Okay, not getting benefit from round strategy. Yes, I have completed syllabus too. Lovely. Yes, I told you, 30% people will not get any benefit from this strategy. 18 months, 12 hours, daily full effort, very painful in each and every coaching. Ah, you have gone through each and every coaching, Ravi Raj. Wow, that's really daunting. Quant marks are running, DLR is walking, VRC is crawling. Chalo. Okay, so all in all that I have looked at the queries, I think I have answered a lot of it. Third point. The third point, which is for 30% of the people who are following that rounds strategy, but it is not helping to. So I won't give a sad smiley, it will be neutral smiley. They don't really know what is happening. Right? Chalo, yahan pe aate hain. So now I'll give you, I won't tell you that you should do entire algebra, arithmetic or geometry. I will tell you what exactly you to do in these 3 sections. Okay, let's do that. So coming to arithmetic. Percentage and its applications. Application means profit loss discount, SICI. This and ratios. Try to solve all the questions from these 2 topics. Okay? For a while, मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा TST time and work छोड़ना है. No, don't do that. That is, every year you will get 2 to 3 questions from TST in time and work itself. All right. This is the strategy. This strategy for next 3 mocks only. Note it down. ऐसा नहीं कि ये हमेशा करना है. For next 3 mocks. Okay. Do this and also attempt other questions. But ये तो तुम्हें करने ही करने हैं. ये आएगा सही करना ही करना है. For this, you need to look at probably the classes or the revision modules or the practice modules, etc. All right. Shanshang, yeah, there will be a marathon on algebra. It is planned. Now coming to algebra. I'll tell you what. In algebra, what exactly you do. If you get any question, any question, which is based on quadratic equations and polynomials, that is one thing only. Anything which has degree more than 1 will be a polynomial. This inequalities and functional equations. So in CAT you must have seen that they don't ask कि odd function क्या होता है, even function क्या होता है ना, या step function, unit function. They don't ask that thing. Functions for algebra is nothing but an extrapolation or an application of what you are doing in quadratic and polynomials, if you have seen that. So the questions like f1 plus f2 plus f3 till fn is given as something, then you find the value of, let's say, f6 if f1 is given to you. These are very common questions, isn't it? right? Thanks Karanjit for saying that. Rohit, for VARC, we'll have another session. Today we'll be doing only quants. Okay. But if you have something in quants, just ask me that. Well, is that clear? Do this for next 3 mocks and promise me that you will mark every question correct which are from these topics. Coming to geometry. In geometry, what I'm going to tell you, do all the questions which are from mensuration, which means areas and volumes, and questions from coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ मैं क्योंकि आपने algebra का quadratic and functional equations किया हुआ है, तो coordinate geometry में you must have seen the questions in which graphs are made and you find the area within that graph, isn't it? Lines, angle, triangle, इसको थोड़ा सा मत करना अगले 3 mocks के लिए. In this only, you will get 11 to 12 questions from these topics itself, and you can just try it out. After session is over, just look at any paper, any mock or any real CAT paper, be it from iQUANTA, IMS, Time, CL, previous year sets. You will find that 11, 12 questions coming from these topics only. And those who can relate to it, tell me, is that true? Isn't it? Abhishek, I'm not saying you to leave logarithm, no. So for the next 3 mocks, and also, if you remember, this is the idea for the people, for the 30% of people for whom round strategy is not working, only those people, not for everyone. And this is only for the next 3 mocks. Just try doing that. You know, मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूँ कि 3 mocks में कर लो, you'll be totally sure about this. And the next, this same episode, I'll give you 5 more topics. And step by step, within 6 mocks, we will be at that stage at which you won't be surprised to see that you are not able to, that you are able to attempt questions more than what you thought about. All right. So this is why I'm saying this. एक बार ये कर लिया, step by step हो रहा है ना ये चीजें. All right. Do this. This is going to help you a lot. ठीक है लफी, बिल्कुल ऐसा करो. So Kalyani, yes, it has elements of circles, triangles and quadrilateral, but it is only about areas and volumes. So first of all, everyone tell me that you're going to follow this for the next 3 mocks. For the people for whom round strategy was not working. Otherwise, round strategy is the best strategy. Slowly, I'm going to take you to that round strategy only. ठीक है? So I'll meet you again on Tuesday. And then I'll ask you, what exactly happened? Cool. Green parrot इसलिए मैंने बोला कि geometry मैंने बोला ही नहीं. That's why I said mention coordinate geometry. I know what you're going through. I have been doing this for the last 10 years and I understand the psychology of the students and what happens with them. Just do this and tell me whether it help you or not. Akanksha, you complete syllabus, feel like remember anything? Good then Akanksha, no problem. इतना कर लो, बहुत कम कर दिया मैंने टॉपिक आपके. इतना कर लोगे? Before the next mock, just do this. Okay, Akanksha? And then tell me whether it is helping or not. Last of our same parent got 90%, but now in mocks I'm not getting 40. Acha. Real CAT you got 90, but in mocks the score is not not increasing for the entire round strategy. Do this only, and then tell me. ठीक है, थोड़ा आगे बढ़ते हैं अब. Question takes much time to solve. Any suggestion for that? Which questions? What sort of question? The long questions, question regarding certain concept, some area. If that is it, then I'll be able to tell you the better answer for that. If all will take time to solve, then I think this strategy is the best one. All right. So let's do this. ठीक है. थोड़ा सा और आगे बढ़ते हैं. What has to be avoided? I think what I have told you in the previous slide answers all of it. Avoid giving too much time on the topics that are not important. ये मैंने पहले ही cover कर दिया. Avoid stressing too much on bad mock scores. This is very important. अभी किसी ने बोला कि लास्ट ईयर कैट पे 90 आ गया था स्ट्रेटेजी से, लेकिन मॉक्स में नहीं आ रहा, है ना? नवनील, leave it man. PNC question एक सवाल आएगा. Leave it. Just strengthen your strong points. Sonalika, till what time we have to should complete the syllabus. This is the right time. I don't think you should focus more now on completing the syllabus. It should be over by now. Even if 70% syllabus is over, that's it. Do not wait for more than that. So bad mock scores. See, bad mock scores के ना बहुत सारे reason होते हैं. आपको लगता है कि lack of preparation है, but that is not the only reason, because in the same mock series you also have scored more than 90th percentile in some mocks. Give me different things. First is mood. There are mood swings, isn't it? Mood swings होते हैं कि इतना मेहनत कर लिया, इतना पढ़ लिया, दिमाग सही नहीं था, मूड नहीं था, तो खराब हो गया mock score. दूसरा, you get something that is unexpected. So why that happens, I'll tell you. Let's say you know 5 topics properly, 5 chapters, 5 concepts properly, okay? And in those 5 concepts, you have done everything, be it from the classes or in the revision, from any practice material book. And you know what happens? And और पहले से ये दिमाग में था कि बाकी मुझे इतना नहीं करना, मुझे कम आता है, but ये 5 तो जानता हूँ, ये तो 5 कर ही लूँगा. And you know what happens? A different kind of question comes over there. वो उन 5 टॉपिक का था ही नहीं. That was a blend of different topics. Does that happen? That is one of the reasons why mock scores are bad. Right? Oh, Pranav, that is you. Oh, hi. कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं. हाँ देखो, अच्छा एक बात बताऊँ, प्रणव यहाँ पे है. Pranav is one of my students. So yesterday he sent a question. Exactly same thing जो बोल रहा हूँ यहाँ पे कि Pranav is a good student. He has completed all, because I know him personally. So what happened, that he was sure that he knows mensuration, algebra, etc. There's a question which was more on algebraic side, less on geometry side. It was talking about triangles. So what exactly happened over there? He was not assuming, he's not expecting something like this can be asked. Right, Pranav? This happens. And for that, what has to be done? चलो, problem मालूम बढ़ चुकी है कि this is the problem, but you don't know solution. Solution क्या है इसका? Solution इसका सिर्फ एक ही है. देखो, अभी 40 दिन सिर्फ तुम्हारे मेहनत के नहीं है, मेरे भी हैं. इनफैक्ट मेरे ज़्यादा हैं. तो मेहनत सिर्फ अपने लिए करनी है, तुम सबके लिए करनी है. तो be your iQUANTA student or any CAT aspirant is someone whom I am professionally or personally supposed to guide or help. So whatever questions you get, any kind of weird questions in mocks, अब mock में अगर वो तुम्हारा वो question score खराब कर दे रहा है, कोई बात नहीं. You need to do 3 mocks every week, right? Assuming we have 7 weeks, we do 21 mocks at least more from now on. 21 to 30 mocks. So whatever weirdest question that you get, just send it across on that iCAT preparation iQUANTA group. Tag me over there, and I'll personally answer that. That is for the weirdest questions. And also, I'm starting with the algebra. This thing, I'll be collecting all the most weirdo type of questions, so that you prepare for it as well, without losing focus on basics. That is the only strategy. Would you do that? Right? करोगे ऐसा? सब लोग बताओ मेरे को. Whoever is there. Cool. I'm looking at the comments. ठीक है. So this is one of the reasons. For a smooth mood, then we have unexpected things come in the mocks. Okay. Third. Right. Tell me in the comments that you'll be doing that. No one is saying that. Yeah. Okay. Well, after that, mock score. See, mock is basically, in mocks, there is, of course, every institute wants to, kind of make a balance, but sometimes it happens that they tend to make something very difficult above the level of CAT. That happens. How? If they put in, let's say, if they put in 5 questions from PNG and numbers, the mock will become difficult. Isn't it? That happens. 22 में 5 सवाल numbers और PNC के भर के डाल दो, the mock will become difficult automatically. And that is why I told you, I gave you like 7 topics over there. वहाँ से कुछ आया तो हमें करना ही करना है, बाकी नहीं करने हैं for the next 3 mocks. Well, which are the less important topics? someone asked me that. That is, by the way, if you have watched one of my YouTube videos in which I have told about the weightage of different kind of questions in CAT, have you seen that geometry has only 3 to 4 questions? पिछले 4 साल से हर एक स्लॉट में ज्योमेट्री के 3 से 4 सवाल ही आए हैं. वही प्योरली ज्योमेट्री के नहीं है. उनमें एक सवाल या तो कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री का था या मेंसुरेशन का था. तो ज्योमेट्री 2 ही सवाल आए हैं. इजंट इट? आग लगा दोगे शशांक? बिल्कुल सही. याद है वो बात? तो ज्योमेट्री लगता तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट इतना है नहीं. क्योंकि ज्योमेट्री, जो कैट में ज्योमेट्री जिसे हम बोलते हैं, वो एक्चुअली 3 डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स हैं. इट्स ज्योमेट्री, मेंसुरेशन एंड कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री. So out of 3 questions, one will definitely be from mensuration or coordinate geometry, and these 2 topics, mensuration and coordinate geometry, are all formula based. Formula याद है, directly put करो, answer निकाल दो. That is something which actually happens. Right? So those are less important, and of course numbers is less important. एक टाइम था जब मतलब मैं कैट दिया करता 10 साल पहले, तो उस टाइम पे numbers was very important. Numbers have a kind of indirect benefit, of course. I'm not saying leave numbers altogether, but in terms of questions, its weightage is really low. In terms of understanding any algebraic problem, numbers can come in handy, but the questions of numbers will be very low. Hardly one. Okay? Well, third, avoid overloading with study material. ये तो मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ, है ना. मैंने इतने लोग देखे हैं, पता है बोलते हैं उनको ना एक बात का घमंड है. इसका नहीं कि हमारी तैयारी कितनी हो गई है, स्कोर्स कितने आ रहे हैं, कैट के कितना रेलेवेंट चीज़ें पढ़ रहे हैं. उनको इस बात का कि पता है मेरे पास ना iQUANTA का स्टडी मटेरियल भी है, IMS का भी है, टाइम का भी है, CL का भी है, क्रैको का भी है. तमाम 10-12 इंस्टीट्यूट के मैं कहाँ से लिए, कुछ हमने खरीद लिए, कुछ हमने चुरा लिए, कुछ दोस्तों ने दे दिए, कुछ कोई टेलीग्राम से मिल गए, है ना. That is something which is very normal. I have seen a lot of people, they have this FOMO, fear of missing out. यार ऐसा करता हूँ मैं, सारा मटेरियल उठा लेता हूँ, स्ट्रैटेजी बना लूँगा. I'll keep on strategizing, procuring material, and in the end, I would get confused myself what has to be done. This is something which is very, very, very common. If you have been doing that, stop it right now. Just stop it. Do not go for different kind of materials, because all the materials tend to be more or less similar. Do you understand that? Be it a Hindu god or a Muslim god or a Christian god, the path to God is ultimately death. Right? Negative motivation. So do not try to, load yourself with so much study material. Okay? Don't do that. अवॉइड नेगेटिविटी. अब ये बोलना आसान है, मैं बोल दूं यार नेगेटिविटी अवॉइड करो, तुम बोलोगे कैसे कर ले सर, तो बड़ी आसान सी बात है, मैं खुद नहीं कर पाता तो तुम्हें कैसे बोल सकता हूँ, मेरा हक ही नहीं बनता बोलने का. अब लोग हैं, है ना, देखो कुछ लोग तो हैं ही हैं, मतलब तो दुनिया में ना ऐसा तुम कुछ करना चाहोगे और कुछ 5 लोग होंगे जो बड़े हरामखोर टाइप के होंगे, बोलेंगे नहीं करने देंगे इसको, खुद भी नहीं करेंगे, ना खेलेंगे, ना खेलने देंगे, बिगाड़ देंगे, है ना. सो अब इसको अवॉइड करने का तरीका कुछ है नहीं ऐसे देखा जाए तो. लोग तो ऐसे होंगे ही. So the only way you can do it is do everything else. There's so many pointers that I've told. Focus on all the pointers. You won't get time to look at the negativity. That is the only way to avoid it. You cannot consciously avoid something. कैसे हो पाएगा यार, इंसान है, मजा आता है ना हमें गलत चीज़ें करने में, है ना, क्यूरियोसिटी है, थोड़ा सा चलो घूम लेता हूँ, है ना, थोड़ा सा फ्लर्टिंग कर लेता हूँ, रील्स देख लेता हूँ. We do that. All of us do that. That is human. But if you do all the other stuff that I have told you, you won't get time for this. You'll be so busy, ये करोगे ही नहीं. ठीक है? And take care of your health. This is something very important. How? Do not eat outside food. Do not do that. And if possible, do not eat something in the night. And take a proper 8 to 9 hours sleep. कुछ लोग बोलते हैं उनको पता है वो भी घमंड है. मैं उठता हूँ, सोता हूँ सिर्फ 4 घंटे, है ना, और इतनी मेहनत करता हूँ पर मॉक में स्कोर नहीं आते. There was this thing, a study, a psychological study. So what happened? There were some people who were preparing for some exam, I think joint entrance exam, IDJE, and there was an experiment done on 2 groups. तो दोनों ग्रुप बराबर पढ़ाई कर रहे, सब कुछ कर रहे थे. Both students were really good, and one group they told them to sleep for 6 hours. दूसरा बोला 7 hours. Okay. You know what happened? Even if the students were same, those who slept for 7 hours performed better. So sleep is very important. A sound sleep is very important because that is how, whatever you read, whatever you study, your mind will, you see dreams. Do you know what dreams are? What dreams are? Sapne wo nahi, sapne pure karne hain. Not that dreams. The real dreams that you see. Dreams are nothing. It's like, computer system. Your brain is a computer system, central processing unit. And a computer does what? Have you seen? Computer needs to reboot. It needs to restart. The moment you give a new program to it, hota hai na? कोई नया प्रोग्राम आप डालो कंप्यूटर में, it will say, okay, restart the computer now. It needs to reboot. Why? Because it has to, kind of the computer has to take proper algorithms and put it, accommodate it and adjust it accordingly. So dreams do that. Whatever you study, you see, you watch, you feel, dreams are basically nothing but mind is trying to process the best information and trying to store what is relevant to the mind. So that is why see the best things, hear the best things, talk the best things. Automatically you will be seeing good dreams and your mental health will be better. So that is the best way to do it. Sleep properly. All right. Shashank, by employing a domestic help, a maid. Well, set of priorities right. Completion of syllabus, arithmetic, 8 to 9 questions, algebra, 6 to 7 questions, geometry, 3 to 4, geometry plus mensuration plus this thing, coordinate geometry, 3 to 4 questions. 3 ही आते हैं, 4 कभी कभी आए हैं, 1-2 बार ऐसा 4 आ गए हैं, ठीक है? But right now what I've told you, just do that, okay? All right. Yes, exactly. I meant fast food, जो junk है, don't eat junk. Don't eat pizzas and all that stuff because that is going to, dilute your brain. हफ्ते एक बार खा लिया ठीक है, ज़्यादा नहीं. शराब मत पीना, छोड़ दो शराब पीना, ठीक है? Practice and mocks. Daily targets, full length, daily targets. Let's define daily targets. So what are topics I have told? Daily target should be 1. You need to solve 50 questions on one topic. Because I'm talking about quants only, not LRDI and VARC. 50 questions every day and 1 sectional mock every day from whatever source you get. All right, from whatever source you get. Cool. And एक वीक में 3 मॉक्स देने हैं, सुबह डेली टारगेट तो ये हो गया. तो alternate targets will be this full length mocks. This will be 3 mocks per week. That is for the next 2 weeks. After that, I will ask you to solve 4 mocks per week. Every alternate day you will be solving a mock. But let's wait for 2 weeks. Just do that. Mock sectional test, I told you already. Past year papers, this is very important. If you have not gone through it, go through it once again. And I will tell you a resource. If you're in iQUANTA, you know that. Those who are not, I'll tell you, go to the iQUANTA website. It's free of cost. Just go there on the free material, click on the tab, and you will get past year papers. ये वैसे भी Google में मिल जाएंगे. You Google it out, you get all sorts of past year papers. But the thing is, in that website, you can attempt a past year paper as a mock. Do you know that? As a mock. Okay? तो वो करना है. Is that clear? Attempt the past year paper as, जो मैंने बोला 3 mock paper per week करना है. मान लो कि तुम दो करने हैं और एक ये वाला करना है. Is that clear? 1 mock करना ही करना है. That is very, very, very important. Automatically you will start feeling that the things that I am telling you are valid and relevant. एक बार मैं queries देख लूँ. आज ही हुआ है एक ज्योमेट्री क्वेश्चन डुएबल था बट क्लिक नहीं हुआ. वो अच्छा क्वाड्रेटिक वाला. शशांक, थैंक यू. The study which tells junk food release dopamine, which is better for stress. Vinamra, there are other ways to release dopamine. That is by running. If you just jog for 10 minutes, you will get a dopamine rush. Endorphins get secreted. Google it out and you realize it. 10 minutes का jog कर लो and you will be happy for at least 3 days. Okay, junk food का dopamine जो होता है, dopamine is dopamine is a chemical which is highly unstable. It's highly unstable. Endorphins also unstable. But at the very same time, because you have jogged, endorphins are there, and you also have memories, and you feel good all about you because the muscles are relaxing. So at frequent intervals, endorphins release. If you jog, just jog for 10 minutes every day. Do that. ठीक है? चलो. Application classes, PYQ practitioners once works. अगर कम पड़े तो हार्ड कॉपी में भी. Yes, of course लवी. टोटल तो 50. हाँ बिल्कुल होंगे. सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस लैक हो रहा है आंचल. चलो अब जो बात ये एंडोर्फिन्स की हो ही गई है तो आई टेल यू समथिंग. All of you do one more thing for this your health. Every morning, when you wake up, just drink a glass of water, warm or cold, whatever, of your choice. After that, brush your teeth, whatever, and then jog for 10 minutes only 10 minutes, and some pranayam, basically breathing exercises for 10 minutes more. Once you do that, take a bath, and if you follow God, puja kar lo. If you follow whatever God, if you don't follow any God, just think about your own self in your mind, your family, and in 30 minutes, you'll be ready to face the world. This is something which a lot of people are doing. Even if you're atheist, then think about your family or maybe about yourself only, right? Not selfish, in a selfish way. Just do that. In 30 minutes, you will be ready to face the world for that day specifically. Just do that. This is very important. Navdeep, great. You are able to do that. That's really good. If the strategy is working, that's great. ठीक है. Arithmetic, algebra, geometry is enough. Bhanushri, yes, that is enough. That'll be covering like 17 to 18 questions. Okay. Revision. All important quant that I told you already. Revision can be done in different ways, by sectional mocks, by going through the, if you have to revisit any concept, just go through that. There are videos available, there are recordings available, go through that, the hard copy is there. There are a lot of, n number of, things are available for final revision, if you revisit concept, or maybe if you want to look at the solutions. And of course, if nothing is working out, you can directly tag me, put the question in the group, and I'll answer you. Mock revision and class notes. अच्छा, mock revision बहुत important है. पता है क्या होता है? आपने मान लो कुछ, let's say 2 to 3 weeks ago you attempted a mock and you have this feeling that there is a question which you could not do earlier, but now you're prepared, you can do it. Just revisit that. It happens, isn't it? ये तो हो रहा होगा. होता है ऐसा? You might be feeling it. Yes or no? कि वो क्वेश्चन मैं तो कर लेता अगर मैं ना अभी जितना तैयारी अभी है. Every day you're improving. That is why it is very important to revisit those attempted mocks, because that will reinforce your belief in yourself, your confidence that okay, जो तुम्हें नहीं आ रहा 2 हफ्ते पहले तुम्हें आ रहा है, तो ये करना जरूरी है. Just to be more confident. And class notes, revisit them. All right. This is crash course, which a lot of you know about it, and this is the 40 days CAT batch. In the last, if someone wants to kind of join it, give a refresh. This batch is for the people who have who want to just revisit things once and want to do everything from moderate difficult level. For them, this batch is relevant. And if you have done nothing in CAT by now, then do not join. Otherwise, you will be at loss. If you want to revisit everything, and so this will be helpful for this CAT crash course, ABC practice batch, and iQUANTA mocks which will be given to you. And this revision course is there. It is self-paced. Like you don't want to attend the classes, you just want to have the access to material, then this batch is also there, in case you want to. But these 2 batches will be for the people who have already kind of prepared for CAT for last at least 6 months. Otherwise, no. So now I am coming to your queries. एक-एक करके बताओ मेरे को. Shubham Singhi. We RCD LR are going good, but till QA comes already exhausted, don't feel like attempting. हाँ शुभम, ये तो होता है यार. 40-40 मिनट वहाँ लग गए, आखिरी में मन ही नहीं करता है ना कि वो इतना ज़्यादा ठीक है. I understand that. That is only so basically you need to acquaint yourself for sitting for 2 hours, which can be done by having a proper mental health, which I told you how to do that, and also by sitting through those 2 hours and switching off all social media channels. मत देखो, reels वगैरह छोड़ दो, तो automatically your capacity to sit in the exam hall will be better. Navdeep left escalator part. Escalator. It's not escalator. Escalator. छोड़ दो. Navdeep छोड़ दो. Escalator. Arush 9 to 10 marks दे दिए हैं. Quants में 10 बस 3-4 क्वेश्चन होते हैं. VARC में accuracy very less. JLR reason. ठीक है. Arush, I told you the way. I told you 7 to 8 different units and concepts. Just go through that for next 3 marks, and then we'll meet again, and then tell me if that is helping you. Rachna, Level of iQuant, sectionals of Quant, not I'm asking of full length mocks. रशद में पूछा क्या था पहले? तुमने 3 सवाल पूछे, तीनों में एक ही बात लिखी हुई है. Level of iQuant, sectionals of Quant, not I'm asking for of full length mocks. I don't get your question. Please rephrase it. Arush. हो जाएगा. The way I told you, just do that for the next three mocks, and then we'll meet again. All right. So that is all for today. I won't be, taking much of your time. You also have to study. Even I have to go and, do something for my mental health. All right. So we'll meet again. Until then, let's keep it short and concise. Only practical things, not that gyan which is impossible to do. Whatever I will tell you is something which I can do it myself. So that's what I've told you. Just do that. And next week, today is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I think I'll meet you Saturday itself. On Saturday, I'll meet you with LRDI, then Tuesday again Quants, and then we'll discuss all of it. And in case you want to, discuss about these things, maybe inform me that you have done this much on that Facebook iQUANTA, just tag me and write it over there. This is what I have done, and I'm improving or not improving what needs to be done. Okay, so till then, take care, bye bye, good night, and aag laga dena hai, like Shashank said. Bye bye. I'm just looking at the queries again. Silly mistakes in quant. ये तो जैसे जो मैंने बताया वो करो, अपने आप ठीक हो जाएंगे. सारे जितने प्रॉब्लम छोटे मोटे हैं सब ठीक हो जाएंगे. विनम्र बिट्स एंड पेज में पास्ट क्वेश्चंस देखिए हैं तो पास्ट में मॉक दो. बिल्कुल दो विनम्र, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Pratik, silly mistakes you are making, no, that is basically because of lack of exposure to different sorts of question. That is the only thing. So revisit those already attempted mocks, and this thing will be cleared. Suraj, for LRDI, I'll have one more charcha on Saturday, most probably. So meet you there. Mayank, thanks for saying that. All right, I think that's all for today. Take care. Bye-bye. I'll see you again. Good night.